What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's good to see you today on the Speak and See Show. Like, subscribe, click that notification button so when I get information out, you can get information in. We are going to go over some quick questions that we have for the EIDL loans. A lot of you have questions. I see them in the comments, and I want to get to them. I want to make it a point to get them and help you out in that area. Hopefully, you're all doing well today. Okay, let me first go over a question that I had yesterday. The first question is, I don't see the button. I don't see the hardship accommodation on my loan payment process. I don't got that option. Okay, well, are you paying too soon? Because if you're paying before the first payment is due, you're not going to see it. It's a 30-day process. So if you're paying prepay early on your loans, you will not see that. Now, next case could be, is it over $150,000? You may not see it. In that case, you have to call up the SBA and ask them for it verbally, get confirmation over the phone that you want this accommodation button, and they'll take you in the next steps further for that. Hopefully you can get that way. Another question that I had today, I'm going to go over this email that I had gotten from a gentleman, solutions for you. Congratulations on your modification. It says you helped me get my modification earlier this year. Thank you. You're welcome. And hopefully we helped a lot of you out there with your questions and moving forward in your loan process with the SBA. If I make a normal payment, he's asking, if I make a normal payment today, because his payments are due today, could I still do the 6-month extension after I finally got the K-Web login? Can I still get it? So can I make a full payment and still get my 6 months? I did. Personally, I did. I made my first payment. The second time I went in to log in, boom, I checked and that button was there. So this could be different for each and every one of you. I'm going to explain that in a second. And then he says, I finally logged into K-Web, or should I make a payment until I get the K-Web login? I believe 14 days is the grace period. The grace period is 10. Just to let you know, you have a 10-day grace period after payments are due. And he says, I just wanted to make sure if I make the first payment that I'd still get my deferment. What do you think? Can I go to paydirect.gov and without K-Webs per the reps? I was just wondering your thoughts on general. And I came back to him and said, hey, Greg is his name. Hey, Greg. You can make your first payment full, then go to the 6 months hardship accommodation starting on your second payment. Personally, I would call them and have them on the phone on your K-Web account, process what I had just told you, and get your password and all that stuff. I made a video for that. A lot of you haven't watched it, so if you don't want to go back, you can go back and watch that video on how I made the video and when you're stuck in that area of not getting your password ready. Make sure you have your phone and your computer with you. Okay. Then he came back. He said, thumbs up on the payment. Well, laugh out loud. I had 3 different reps try to tell me on the phone earlier this week, and they were boggled. Finally, they said, you need to escalate, and I also sent an email. So he's trying to get into his account, basically. And I sent an email with the social security number, etc. I'm going to try to fix it in a bit. I'm going to clear the cookies cache, which is a good idea for all of you to clear your cookies caches, whether it's for this or not. But it helps your computer run faster, and it gets rid of a lot of the junk. Nice on the information on what you did. It makes me feel pretty good just paying the first payment, as today is the first day I need to pay it. Okay, so I'll keep you posted. He says, I will keep you posted. Now he comes back and he says, I stand corrected, Speak. They did get back to me 10 hours ago on the email, which I missed, probably in a spam. A lot of you need to check your spam folders and go down, type in SBA, boom, in your spam folder, type in SBA, search for it. Okay, and he says, I'm in now. I had done the first EIDL in 2020 for a much smaller amount, apparently. So he had two different emails with the SBA. It was under a different email than most recent loan mods, plus it was inactive since I didn't obviously log in, well, for over 90 days, so we're good. I did not make a full payment yet, so we'll do the extension likely now. A couple of interesting things he learned, and I'm going to share them with you. They do not ever capitalize the interest. Good. Maybe interest forgiveness in the future, maybe. Anyway, there is a 10-day grace period after the due date, and they say there is not any late fees after that. Only negative is if you do not pay over 30 days, the business credits get dinged. If you do not pay over 30 days, the business credit gets dinged. Not good, not good. That goes to creditors and says you can't make your payments. So that would definitely knock your scores down. If I made a full payment today and the hardship button later, it would only be 5 months of deferment, and it keeps going down after that. The rep told me that everyone has the same date for the hardship last day. So if 3 months, if someone did it, then it would only be 3 months for them. It's individualized for 6 months per person. I thought that was interesting. Now, you will be allowed to offer, from what we're reading in the New York, the Wall Street Journal, you will be allowed to ask for another 6 months extension. I'll get to that in a second. I put a video out on that yesterday. If you didn't see it, it was very good news for a lot of you people. And then he says there's no standard amortization. So that's good news too. Now, let me go into what I said yesterday, a quick 30-second giddy up on what I said yesterday about the SBA. Borrowers experiencing short-term financial challenges can request temporary hardship reduction payment from the SBA. Options available to borrowers with federal disaster loans requires monthly payments of at least 10% amount due or a minimum of $25 for 6 months. If the hardship continues, borrowers can request a 6-month extension. So that's 6 months on top of the 6 months. That's 1 year for 10%. We're looking at that right now, and hopefully that gives a lot of you out there, a freedom. It makes you feel better than just, what am I going to do after 6 months? What kind of economy are we going to be looking at? Is going to be probably the key to that one. The SBA initially allowed borrowers to defer loan payments up to 12 months, then extended the deferral period twice to a maximum of 30 months. To give borrowers more time to recover from the pandemic. It decided not to allow deferrals for the maximum 4 years allowed by Congress. Now, with that said, if they're allowed maximum of 4 years, we only got 2.5 of deferrals. So we could be looking at another 1.5 years of deferral down the road, depending on the economy, depending on who's in charge over there. Who's in charge over there? Okay, depending on that. So we could be looking at another 1.5 years of deferrals, which would be a blessing to many small businesses out there that are still trying to lift themselves up out of this mayhem that we have just went through as small business owners. So hopefully, guys, this information finds you well. It gets you moving forward and motivated for your EIDL loans and gets you kind of in a better mindset of what is actually going on for the EIDL loans and gives you the details. That we're getting a lot of questions down there. I hope that we can be a service and answer them for you down there. So leave your comments, leave your questions. Let me know how it's going. And Merry Christmas to everybody once again. I want to thank you all for watching. Like, subscribe, and click that notification button so when I get information out like this, you can get information in. And hopefully you all have a blessed weekend. Thanks again for watching. Have a blessed day. And somebody say hey. We do still want our 10K.
Yeah.
Somebody say hey.